Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So I gotta come clean about some stuff. Also the fact that the positive thing is that this is gonna be a 6-part series in terms of kovaaks scenarios and how to get better at aiming. If this is helpful, definitely leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It'll help keep the motivation going to kind of keep all of this posting. Remember, again, kovaaks is a gym. You always need to go out and play the sport, game of your choosing to get better. Now first, stuff to come clean about. I've not really been happy with my aim as of late. I've been really grinding things out, working on improving, changing grip styles, and honestly, I just really feel like my aim has been in a really weird spot. But now, I'm going to keep grinding, and I got really exciting stuff to share. Second, I settled on a sensitivity, mousepad, and mouse. As we do this 6-part series and it evolves, I will not be changing the setup. I've been doing so much testing, and I finally settled on what I really like in terms of a mousepad, mouse, and sensitivity. So the mouse I'm using is a G Pro Super Light, Artisan FX0 Extra Soft, DPI is 800, and sensitivity is 1.523547 sensitivity. Now third, there's some new benchmarks in community called Sparky. They've changed their name and now they're called Voltaic, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. I might mispronounce it several times in this video. But they're full of aim enthusiasts and those who are passionate about seeking self-improvement. Well, they recently just released a benchmarks that I really like. Can't stress that enough. It just is really kind of help put in perspective aim, and I love how they break it down. I think it's going to be really helpful that we talk about it. They break down aiming in the following categories. They have clicking, and the subcategories dynamic and static. They have tracking. You have precision and reactive under that subcategory. And then finally, you have target switching. The subcategory of that is speed and evasive. Today, we're going to be focusing on the first, which is dynamic. Clicking dynamic. In these 3 scenarios, I'm going to break down its benefits. Clicking and its pure basis of how you aim. Dynamic is where precision is required, but the targets move. This is really helpful in terms of improving your aim, so it translates better in-game, because targets obviously move. It's important. So the benchmarks that the Voltaic has put forth really helps, and I probably showcase it on screen, the Google Sheet, and I'm going to put it in the description down below. And each of the scenarios, we're going to break down what is silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. I think this is really fantastic because it's really going to help you improve to kind of benchmark yourself and ask yourself, what do I need to improve upon? Out of all the categories of aiming, how do I get better? So as we keep going through the series, you may discover I'm an amazing person at tracking. I'm amazing at clicking, amazing at target switching. My personal basis is I'm best at target switching. Based on the scores I got recently, apparently I'm really good at dynamic clicking, which makes sense because that's sniping. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about the 3 scenarios. Let's start with Pasu, Voltaic, Easy. Now, with all these scenarios, you want to have a minimum of 103 Overwatch FOV, and you can work with any sensitivity you want. Preferably, you go with your hipfire sensitivity. You can definitely practice with your ADSO if you want also. Now, for Pasu, Voltaic, Easy, this is fantastic for hitting targets that float. This relates to Apex Legends with the Wingman, Battlefield with the pistol, or even sniping, just to be precise. This will really highlight your flaws very quickly with tracking movement for a single shot, very much in the lines of sniping, and realize how smooth you really have to keep your aim. I mean, you can definitely flick if you want, which in itself is another style of aim, which we've talked about here on the channel before. But remember, you miss too much, you're going to eat away your time, and you're going to have to reload. The goal is to hit as many targets as you can within 60 seconds. At first, all the scenarios, I start off with silver and gold. It was really bad. I was really struggling. I had to put several days into this. I managed to get diamond rank in time for this video, and honestly, for the rest of them, I'm probably not going to be able to get diamond across the board. There's just no way. I honestly consider myself lucky that I got this, to be honest, because these scenarios were really difficult, but they taught me a lot. For Pasu, Voltaic, Easy, 55 is silver, 65 is gold, 75 is platinum, and 85 is diamond. So again, this is a really beneficial exercise and good one to spend time on. So translate well over time to games, as you need to hit targets as they're moving, especially when trying to aim for headshots. Now, this builds up into Bounce 180, Voltaic, Easy. This scenario will build skills where you need to hit targets who are more in front of you and moving in an arc position, you know, that crouch spam, jumping, things of that nature where you need to hit the head, which ties in very much together with building 2 types of ways to improve. This is building up that refined movement that is vertical and hitting those targets. You're going to need speed here though, but the same as before, the more you miss, you'll get ammo back when you land your target, but you have to reload. So accuracy for a higher score is vital. Hit as much as you can in 60 seconds, and if you plateau, try another dynamic clicking scenario and just keep at it. So for this, silver rank is 50, gold is 60, platinum is 70, and diamond is 80. Now, as we talk about the last of the bunch here with dynamic clicking, is Popcorn Voltaic easy. This will really help you build up predicting and clicking. These targets are quite small, but over time, hitting a target that is larger is going to be really easy. If you can hit this, I mean, you can really hit much of anything. The biggest thing I found in dynamic clicking is just not to tense up, relax, keep momentum, and keep your eye on the ball. Quite literally. Better to keep your eye on where you want to go and where you see the target than your crosshair. If you're looking at your target, or if you're looking at your crosshair, you're just going to shoot your crosshair, right? You really need to see where the target is going and what it's doing. Especially as you work on learning how to predict movement. If that does not work, you can look at your crosshair to figure out where you are on the screen, but in time, you're really going to want to look at the target so you see where it's going. This scenario specifically is very punishing. You only get one shot, and if you miss that shot, you get stuck in a reload animation. The rankings for this are 100 silver, 150 for gold, 200 for platinum, and 250 for diamond. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a blank sheet. You can copy in the description if you wish to manipulate this document. Just be sure to hit copy, and then boom, put it in your Google Drive, and you can type in however you want with it. On mine, I know I got a little fancy, put some bars on it, just for more visual flair, so I was making progress and getting better. Again, what I really liked about the scenarios, and you'll see them on the sheet, and we'll talk through every single one of them, was just how difficult they were. And the difficulty really helps in learning a new sensitivity, especially now that I've kind of settled in what I want to use. And it's going to be massive into finding out what mousepad you want to use, mouse, sensitivity, grip style. And again, we still have 6 more videos in this series to cover, and I look forward really much so to hearing you guys' feedback if this is helpful and how this is going to work. Again, we're going to cover in the next episode, which is tomorrow, we're going to cover clicking static. So where the targets don't move. And keep in mind with these are really, really small targets, and it's where you build up the muscle memory of how to hit small targets. And of course, we're going to go over tracking and then target switching. Really, really appreciate all the support on the channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.